Let's talk about perfectionism. I've struggled with perfectionism all my life. I'm sure like a lot of you. It's that nagging feeling that nothing you do is ever good enough. So let's first start by making sure that we're all on the same page about what perfectionism actually is. It's not just about wanting to do things well. It's about setting sky-high standards for yourself and feeling like a total failure when you don't meet them. Basically, it's like trying to climb Mount Everest in flip-flops. Exhausting and pretty much impossible. When we talk about perfectionism, we also need to address this thing called the perfectionism trap. It's this sense of wanting everything to be perfect that holds you back from making any headway in what you actually want to do. I want you to picture something. You're working on a project and you keep tweaking and tweaking, never feeling really satisfied with the end product. Hours fly by and you're still not done. Sound familiar? That's the perfection trap. It's a cycle of never-ending adjustments and self-criticism. You end up spending so much time trying to make things perfect that you miss out on other important things, like sleep, fun, and, well, life. And there's a reason why we all fall victim to this trap. Our perfectionistic tendencies didn't just pop up out of nowhere. They've been brewing since we were kids. Maybe you were praised for getting straight A's in school or for being the best at sports. Over time, you start to believe that your worth is tied to your achievements. Listen to this statistic. A 2022 study of young adults in the UK, US, and Canada found that perfectionistic tendencies have gone up considerably, by up to 32% over the past 30 years. What do you think is the cause of this? Social media. As of 2022, it was estimated that there were approximately 4.48 billion social media users worldwide. And what does social media sell? Perfection. Perfect makeup, perfect outfit, perfect job, perfect house, perfect car, perfect family. The list goes on and on and on. Doesn't matter where you turn to. You're bombarded with images of strangers' perfect lives on social media. It makes us feel like we all need to somehow measure up to the highlight reels of someone else's false narrative. It's no wonder that we all care so much more about being perfect now than we did 30 years ago. So now, here's the downside of perfectionism. There's nothing wrong with striving for excellence. But if you're not careful, perfectionism can take a toll on your mental health. It can lead to anxiety, depression, and burnout. Perfectionism can hold us back and stop us from ever starting. This is where procrastination comes into the picture. And you start to rationalize putting off doing something until you feel fully prepared. Or you might avoid trying new things altogether because you're scared of failing. I can personally relate to this because it took us 3 years from the time we first created this channel to us finally uploading the first video. A large part of that was perfectionism that led to procrastination. Trust me, if you're delaying something new or exciting because you think waiting another day, a week, or even a year will make it perfect, you're actually blocking your own success. So here's how you can break free from the perfectionism trap. Number 1, set realistic goals. Instead of aiming for perfection, aim for good enough. Set achievable goals and give yourself credit for meeting them. And remember, done is better than perfect. Number 2, embrace mistakes. Mistakes are part of the learning process. Instead of beating yourself up over them, see them as opportunities to grow. Everyone makes mistakes. It's how we learn and improve. Number 3, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself the way you would treat a friend who's struggling. Give yourself permission to be imperfect. Number 4, limit social media. Social media can fuel perfectionism by making you compare yourself to other people. So limit your time on social media and remind yourself that what you see is often just a highlight reel. It's not reality. Number 5, focus on the big picture. Ask yourself what's really important. Will this project matter in a year, 5 years? Sometimes taking a step back can help you see things more clearly. Number 6, talk to a friend, family member, or even a therapist about your perfectionistic tendencies. Sometimes just sharing your struggles can make a huge difference. Now, I'm not telling you all this to convince you that perfectionism is all bad and that you should let go and never strive to do anything well. Like all else in life, there's pros and cons to everything. What I'm trying to say is that perfection isn't inherently bad. Let's face it, striving for perfection has its benefits, like high-quality work, motivation, attention to detail. But it also has significant drawbacks. Things like stress, procrastination, and negative impacts on mental health and relationships. The goal is to aim for excellence while being realistic and compassionate with yourself. Finding this balance can lead to a more fulfilling and less stressful life. The truth is, letting go of perfectionism can be a game changer for your life. Think about it. Perfectionism sucks up so much of your time and energy because you're always trying to nail every little detail. When you drop that impossible standard, you suddenly have way more time and energy to put into things that truly matter to you. Plus, not being obsessed with perfection makes you way more resilient. Instead of seeing setbacks as disasters, you start viewing them as learning opportunities. This means you bounce back faster and you keep moving forward, knowing that mistakes are just part of the journey. Imagine messing up a project at work. If you're not a perfectionist, you can analyze what went wrong, learn from it, and use that knowledge to do better next time without beating yourself up. Another huge benefit is that your stress levels will drop and you'll start enjoying life more. Constantly striving for perfection is super stressful. When you let that go, you can actually start appreciating the present moment and finding joy in the little, imperfect things in life. Like instead of freaking out about having the perfect house for a dinner party, you can just enjoy the company of your guests and the fun conversations. The biggest win, though, is learning to accept yourself as you are, flaws and all. This self-acceptance boosts your overall happiness because you realize you don't need to be perfect to be worthy of love, respect, and success. If you mess up at work or in your personal life, you can forgive yourself and move on, knowing that everyone has flaws and they don't define your worth. Click on the like button before you go. It helps tremendously to get this video out to more people, and subscribe to the channel to join our awesome community. As always, don't forget to spread loving kindness to all beings around you and be the change you want to see in the world. Thanks for watching. See you next time.